Have you ever wondered what's in your food? Have you ever thought, gosh, where did this come from? How was it grown? What's on it? What's in it? Well, that's one of the main things that really got me into growing my own food. And wow, it's really bright here. I gotta do something about that. That's better. Okay, my whole thing was I want to be able to grow healthy food that's going to be healthy for me, for my body, it's going to feed my soul, and it's going to be good for the planet. And that's kind of the whole motto here. Healthy body, healthy soul, healthy planet. So with that in mind, we're going to talk about a very special plant that is easy to grow. One of the great things about it is that it's not only great for in the ground, it does really well in Southwest Florida for the sun that we get here, but it also is healthy, it's beautiful, and added bonus, kids love to eat it.
He likes it! Hey, Mikey!
So if you can get kids to eat their greens, that's always a plus. So we're going to start out with our seeds. And I've got some seed pods here that we have harvested from a plant that was mature. So I'm just going to break this apart to get the seeds out of here. Now I'm just going to put a couple seeds in this pot, push them down just about 1/4 of an inch into the soil. We'll get 3 of them in there. Cover them lightly, and then we'll water this in and be ready to get our plant going. Well, if you haven't identified it yet, the plant we're talking about is cranberry hibiscus. Not sure if I said that earlier, but this plant is amazing, and we're going to now get this one, which is ready to go into the ground, planted into our food forest. All right, we've got our location. We're going to be putting this in here, this little plot that we have been planting things in. It's in full sun. With this plant, for us, this is going to be a great location. It should flourish here, and we're going to get it in the ground to really thrive. So now we're going to take this out of here, put that down in the hole, and I'm going to again add a little more good topsoil in here, just so it's got plenty of starting nutrients. Pull back in, and then get my mulch to cover that soil. And there you have it. A brand new cranberry hibiscus, ready to thrive and give us very nutritious, vitamin C packed greens. Cranberry hibiscus is also known as false sorrel, which is the one that they really use for teas a lot. It produces the nice castles that you dry and put into your tea, or you can even use them fresh to make tea, which is amazing. But I want to show you that plant because we have one right over here, and you'll see the difference. So this is Roselle. Did I call it sorrel before? This is Roselle, which cranberry hibiscus is also known as false Roselle. So this is a new plant this year, planted from seed, and looking forward to seeing the blooms and getting some of the little castles to make tea, and I'll show that in a future video. So let me show you how I prune these. These plants grow very quickly, so don't be afraid to aggressively prune them. This time of year they're sending out a bunch of new growth, and I probably should have done the pruning a little bit earlier, but I'm going to get this cut back so it'll bush out. That'll help so that it'll produce a lot more of the leaves throughout the growing season for us to harvest and have in our salads. So I'm going to cut this back quite a bit to get these taller branches off. And then you can root these. If you wanted to root them, you can root them, but because it grows so well from seed, I typically don't even bother with that. It self-seeds all over the place. Most of the things all along this fence line have all just been self-seeded, and so I've not had to do a lot of intervention at all. We did plant that other, the one that we planted into that new plot. I didn't have anything anywhere close to there, so I want to get it started there, and it will self-seed and spread out. I'll probably be digging up plants to sell or even move into other locations from there. So that's really easy. I don't usually spend the time to root any of these cuttings. It's going to be mostly just chop and drop, and we'll harvest the edible portions that we want to eat relatively quickly off of these as well. Oh, and look, here you can see, if you zoom in here, you can see some of the pods from last year where the seeds are, and these have probably dropped most of their seeds out in here. Like I said, you can see some volunteers back here. Gosh, we need to clean this up. That are just growing along the fence. So very simple, very easy. I do use a good set of shears. I don't even know where I got these from. I can't remember, but these are absolutely my favorite shears, and once they are too dull to use anymore or they break, I don't know what I'm going to do, but these are awesome. They're very comfortable, ergonomic. Ergonomic is, for me, one of the biggest things with my tools. I am getting older and my hands don't work the way they used to, so it has to be comfortable to use and easy and not produce a bunch of fatigue. Otherwise, I burn out real quick. So then on these cuttings, the stuff that I'm eating is going to be like this really new, young growth, and it's all over along this branch. But this is the stuff that is going to be so high in nutrients. Check out my other video that should have just dropped recently, foraging for a free lunch, and I go over a lot of the different nutritional information on many of the plants that I'm foraging in that video, so you might find that very interesting as well. But this is very tasty, sweet, or sour and flavorful, full of all kinds of good stuff for you. So I snack on that even when I'm just walking around in the food forest. I'll just grab some and snack on it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've learned something. This plant does grow well, like I said, in containers. So even if you don't have a lot of space to grow a garden, you can grow it in a container. It's nice to have on a patio. Like I said, it's a very pretty plant. It does have nice pink blooms on it as well. And kids, like I said, kids love the flavor of this and they'll eat it. So that's always a bonus. Thanks again for watching. If you like these videos, please take the time to subscribe or place comments. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.